Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, welcome back to part 2 of our Mystic Gold Camo Grind series on the nail gun. Coming back at you here. We made a couple of mic adjustments, so hopefully the audio sounds a little bit better this episode than last episode. Stick around, we're going to do the Easter egg. We're also going to go through all the augments and tool setups for the nail gun here, and we are going to finish out getting Mystic Gold. So the big things we need to do here are, 1, finish out Purple Tiger. Now this gun is awesome. If you guys watched the first part, I absolutely love this gun. I think it's phenomenal. It does a great job. Pack a punch, it becomes an absolute menace on the battlefield. But yeah, for this one, we're still going to go through. We're going to do all the Easter egg steps. I think this is going to be fantastic for this map. But I also want to try and finish 300 cryo freeze kills and 300 kills pack a punch rarity on top of the crit kills that we're going to be hunting for, or base kills with this gun. That's what makes it so special. Instead of having to have crit kills to finish it out, you only need regular kills. This is not a difficult weapon to try to get Mystic Gold on, and I think it would be something super fun for anybody to give a go. So if you guys are looking to do your first Mystic Gold weapon all the way through, and you want to make it a good one, you know, nail gun's really solid. But again, I would also say, so there's some primary weapons in this game that need to get accomplished before this one. GS-45 pistols definitely being one of those guns. And then some form of an AR. If you can, get the AMAX, get the Krig C. Those are main tier weapons. But I think if you're a zombies player and you're seasoned and you've been doing this for quite a while, nail gun needs to go on the list. Well, that's funny. You actually shoot nails. I almost thought for a second there you can't shoot the ball, but I guess I missed. Pop open the plate here. I'm going to go through all the steps. And maybe we could get double tap, or sorry, dead shot with this gun. I know I don't have a sight on it, so I'm starting to think that's probably not going to have the range nor the bullet velocity. This is definitely one of those guns where if you want to shoot something outside of the map, it's not with this one. Gonna have to go back to the drawing board. End the round, then pick up the nuke, maximize our points here. Take out this freebie right here, and this freebie right here. We're looking good on a point standpoint. Goal is to open up the entirety of the map as quickly as possible. I'd like to rush to pack a punch, but at the same time with this gun you don't really have to. It's so powerful on its own. Let's go ahead and open up to the church. I'm going to save my grenade for round 11 on that guy, get our free ether tool. And then hopefully we've accumulated enough salvage that we can go straight to purple when we do so. Couple of kills that I'm going to get. I'm going to hang out in this area to try to grab Dennis Griffin. I want to make this as efficient as possible. Now, I'm pretty sure Dennis doesn't actually show up until you open up the church. But I also feel like there's a little bit of a random chance to it. I have seen him patrolling around here. There he is. There he is. There he is. See what I'm saying? This man can just show up. Oh, please don't let me miss this. He'll show up at any point in time. So there's a tool shed key. That was early tool shed key. That is... I'm a big fan of that. Hope everybody's having a great day. It means if you're watching this video, you are relaxing a little bit. Oh, and taking some time out for yourself. I do apologize for the last video not having the best audio quality, but I think I have resolved the issue. I adjusted my mic because now that I'm doing a stand-up setup, my head is substantially higher and further away from the microphone than I was before, but at the same time, the CPU noise suppression on the microphone, I think, was overriding a little too hard. You have to balance yourself between the game audio and your own audio, and when game audio is being spit out of a computer monitor or speaker system nearby to the microphone, it's trying to put a suppression over your actual voice, and that was my mistake. I just forgot to put my headphones on, so I dialed the settings a little bit to try to make it sound a little bit crispier, and you guys will have to let me know. I know I'm probably going to get a full day of comments on the video saying like, hey, what's going on with your mic quality? This isn't what I expect, but it should be good now. Rookie mistake. So we're doing pretty good here. I want to save up my money because I think I really do want to go ahead and pack a punch, given that we're not going to get the free pack a punch like we did in the tomb. Plus, going from 15 rounds to 100 in the magazine is just an absolute game changer. And I kind of like that there's no attachments for this gun. I'm gonna be honest, it's refreshing. Clearly there is bullet pen, because with insta-kill I can get 2 kills with 1. So I wonder if you just have to be like grossly overpowering. Aim for every headshot we can get right now, because I want to get as many points as possible. Get ourselves online. Oh, that's a double points. Alright, let's end this round right here. Quickly. Good. Uh-oh. Ah, might not be the quickest double points. That's okay, we did our best. Hold it for the next round so we can maximize the point output that we get.
Double point.
Okay. Alright, that's the best we can do right there. And if I go in the church, they should spawn a little bit faster on me because it's a smaller area with a lot of spawn points. Ooh, abandoned rooftop trial seems pretty strong as well. Definitely gonna try to hit that. Cool. Get the pack punch going.
I might need a muffler on.
There we go. As many points as we can get in the time that'll allow us. That seemed pretty good. I think we really made that one count. I agree. I agree. We'll hit the nuke at the end of the round, and then I'll go ahead and hit that SAM trial. That's going to give us the most amount of points possible. Alright, how'd we do? Is that the end of the round? Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Got a little dicey there, a little close for comfort, but we're good. Can I, in fact, see the cans in the distance? Holy crap. The answer's no. That ain't gonna happen. Gonna say, maybe that gun I could make it work, but no. We're not even gonna bother with it. Open this up. Oh, it's the original rooftop back at the beginning of the map. We got a little bit more of a hike ahead of us than I thought. That's a-okay, though. I just didn't think I'd have to open up the entirety of the map to get to it. We'll punch through here. I don't think we need any perks to be able to get this accomplished, so I'm just going to run for it. Whoa! Easy there, feller. Now, things we could get out of this: augment tool, double pack-a-punch, maybe a free perk. Heck, quick revive or juggernaut wouldn't be too bad. I've gotten early perks like that. Round 8 seems pretty quick for a SAM trial. Hit the ladders here. This is the only way to make it back up to the top unless you get the zip line from the other building. But usually this one's like a holdout one. Oh, it's a combat axe. I don't mind that. Combat axes are pretty solid because you still get quite a few points for the kills that you're accumulating. So you don't feel like you're missing out too much. And with that double points, we aren't going to be missing out too much. Except for when I can't hit a combat axe throw. There we go. Let's take out as many as we can. Try to avoid getting hit. If we do, not a huge deal. We're still okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, an RCXD. Shit. Okay, alright. Well, that wasn't meant to be. Let's go ahead here and do the water valve step. I think we're ready for it. Again, no perks, but I think we'll be fine.
That's gonna attract some attention. Keep the hostiles clear. We need to build pressure behind that valve.
If anything goes south, I can use a stim, or I can use an Aether Shroud. I'm gonna try to keep that zombie that was the last zombie in our round alive. Just so that way I have the most amount of time to defuse. If he dies on accident, well, so be it. Uh-oh. Hang on. Wow. Relentless. Have I got any downtime? There we go. There's our downtime. Alright. We're going to turn this, get as far as we can, and then as soon as guys start swinging, pop Aether Shot and finish it out. Maybe we don't even need to pop Aether Shot. It's going to be close. Oh my gosh, we did it. Nice. Alright, let's keep moving. That was, well, a little too risky. I mean, we didn't need to do that. But what's life without risk? Grab ourselves Jug. Let's grab ourselves Quick.
Feels like I could take on a whole fucking army.
And we can get the extra 500 points down here, and we're going to be looking real good.
Dr. Moline. Joined the physics team last year. Nice enough guy, but weird.
Okay, I was going to say, oh no, the nail gun can't shoot it, but it can. We're good. I feel like if the nail gun can go ahead and take down anything that's on the pool table, then we should be fine for the rest of it. Gonna grab Quick. Gonna throw on an armor plate.
If any of you feel like passing out,
And then any additional capital that we have here, I'm gonna try to put into getting a gun to shoot the cans. Or could I do double plate? I don't know. Double plate wouldn't be horrible. Kind of seems like a good idea, actually, but the longer we wait, the more expensive the sniper rifle is going to be up here. And I kind of don't want that to happen. Hopefully it's still green rarity. It is around 10, though. Good. Okay, so we're going to pick this guy up for 2 grand. And I did put a different scope on it. Oh, no, I didn't. Shoot. It's the Prismatech scope. But we should still be able to see it. I thought I put on the ×7 ×3 zoom. Guess we did not. That's going to be the next tricky part, is because we have now gotten to a point in this game where we have gold everything that's important, except for sniper rifles. We still need to do 1 DMR, which is the TR2. Semi-automatic, but then the sniper rifles, we got to get into that category. That 7.62 I got to do, and the new one that just came out, as well as the, I believe it's called like Amoir. It's a Barrett 50 cal semi-automatic. Apparently it's really good in zombies, so I'm excited to give that one a go, but I just got to make sure I have the right optic on it. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to drag this one all the way up here. We're going to shoot the cans and grab double plate. And then hopefully we'll get our first Mangler spawn, pop open the comic book store, or not the comic book store, but the electronics store, and be okay. So here we go. Squint with me. Boom. Alright, I think we're getting to a point where we've done it enough that we're starting to, like, figure it out. Look at our damage now, 704. Here's the Mangler, let's shoot his arm. I need that arm. Come on, homie. Okay, now he's upset. We're cornered, so I'm gonna pop that. Oh, he lost his arm. Wow, that fell off at a weird time, did it not? Power up, so we got our thing back, just like that. We got 5 grand. What can I do with 5 grand? Well, I probably use Stamina Up, I think. Stamina Up and Speed would be nice to have. Just get the core 5 perks rocking and rolling. Of course, we could double pack, but I really don't think there's a need for it. Double plate would be nice. We got plenty of salvage. Okay, so hear me out. This is going to be one of the most successful setup rounds that you can do. And I tell you why. One, we're going to get the Aether tools. If I have a grenade. Ah! I forgot. I should have swapped out of the throwing devices when we did that trial. He'll drop something. I know he will. Come on. That's a decoy. Shoot. Come on. Anybody. Is it not gonna happen? Alright, we'll have to grab that on a different round then. Or, you know what? I could just craft one. I got enough salvage. It's whatever. But yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's grab some perks. Let's craft the grenade. Just a frag is all we need. Something easy. We'll come back for those throwing tomahawks here in a second. But this is going to really kind of make us a lot stronger for the round. This is all stuff that could have been done a little earlier. Boom. Just like that. Land on him. While this is all dropping out of the sky here, I'm going to go back and grab my tomahawks. That way we have something in the lethal slot. It's better than nothing. Alright, cool. Only once I get Purple Tiger am I then going to decide to grab Cryo Freeze. Because Cryo Freeze is going to kill us on the points front in the short term. Take the hand cannon. Okay, so here's our Aether tool. Then we're going to go ahead and go straight into the next rarity. Fantastic. Then let's sprint over to Speed. Perfect.
Want to see how fast I can reload?
Want to see me do it again? I love it. And then once we get Stam, I'll end the round here in this alleyway, and we'll go for the armor plating. Oh, wait a minute. I had that Mangler arm, didn't I? What did I just drop that for the gun and not open up the store? I am so silly. Well, good thing we didn't go too far without it. Because that would have been a disaster. We need the Mangler cannon. getting ahead of myself. But that's okay there. And there's actually armor around here too, so we'll just make it count. I don't think I mentioned it or not, but I ended up going out and practicing a little bit of round of golf. I had a decent day. Remember, my pec is torn, and I didn't tear tendon from bone. I tore fiber from tendon, so that's tough. And I've been trying to figure out how it is to play with this injury. And what I found is that it's best if I try not to take too much grass underneath the ball. Typically with an iron shot, I like to take a little bit more than average, but I can't. Let's just say sand wedge shots are tricky. So if I let it rip on a driver, I'm okay, because the impact of the ball is not enough to like set myself back. But if I scoop sand, trying to hit a sand shot, it's gonna put some unneeded torque on the arm there, and it's a little bit of a doozy. But we played all right. I think I had, more good shots than bad shots, so I'm happy with that. And it was an absolute gorgeous day. The last 2 days over by this place have been in the 70s, which is super uncommon, very rare. So when they are nice days like that, we make sure to take every bit into account and spend as much time outside. Now, I do have quite a bit of a sunburn going, which is the funny part about it. It's just the winters are so harsh here, man. You don't really get the sun like you would in a more tropical environment, to where your skin is better prepared for it.
Minimum trial success criteria achieved.
Okay, can we do this without dying? Yes, we can. Okay, perfect. That's always a tricky score streak to use, because it can backfire on you pretty aggressively. I'm gonna grab the Molotov cocktail over the tomahawks. just in case we have an... Well, no, actually, the tomahawks on an equipment build trial would be fantastic. We'll save up some capital here, and I want to go ahead and get myself some armor plating. We have everything we need to build the wonder weapon now, so we can go ahead and progress into that step. But don't need any of that. Let's see what our reward is. Maybe, perhaps. Oh, that's a bummer. Free dead shot. That's okay. We wouldn't have been able to wait that long anyways for dead shot, so I'm not too upset that we already did purchase the sniper rifle and made that trial finish. But it'll be a nice to have. I wish if you left them in the crate that they would stay in the crate forever. And that crate would just hang out there, and the SAM trials could spawn in an area just next to it, if it needed to spawn in that spot, rather than stopping it from spawning altogether. So now that we got the wonder weapon here, let's grab the device pieces for our LTG device. First one being in the comic book store, up in the ceiling. Very nice. Next one we're going to grab is going to be on top of this bus, this moving bus van thing. We're just going to jump for it. Don't over jump. Sometimes it happens. Nice. Second piece down. Third piece in the church, up in the rafter area.
Not just book smart, but street smart.
Not just book smart, but street smart. Today is going to be a day where I put all of the finishing touches on the place. Ooh, wait a minute. Where is this one? Does that seem right? It should be here. Definitely should be chilling right there. Maybe it's invisible. Maybe it didn't even spawn. Oh, I'm so curious. Am I too early on it? Oh, is this a bug? This has to be a bug. I have 2 of the LTG components. Alright, let's run back in. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. There you are. No! Guys, we might have our first bug in the game, not being able to complete the Easter egg because the part hasn't spawned in. What you can do in situations like this, and I'm super glad this has happened because I've had to do this in Shattered Veil too, with the mushrooms. It happens more often than not, and I wish it didn't happen at all. What you gotta do is you gotta save the game, but it's gotta be on post round flip. So I'm gonna wait like that round that I went to go for it right there, and then I'm gonna finish this round out entirely. Once the round flips, that's when I go and I save and I exit and I join right back in. No progress should be lost at all. And I'll cut the video so that it just comes right back to here. You can see round 15. If I go here, it'll say save and quit. It'll keep it at the round 15. You'll see me in a second. Alright folks, we are back in it. Let's see. Just booted it up. I bet you if I walk over here. Okay, no LTG device components yet. Interesting, and it actually took away the 2 I already had. So what the heck is that all about? We're gonna find out here. I'm gonna run back and try to get the other 2 pieces, and if this piece is just not spawning for the fight right now, so be it. We carry on doing what we were gonna do anyways because we're here for the Mystic Gold. I just like to complete the Easter eggs every time I play a match of zombies, so that's got me a little confused. Double pack. Got the capital for it. There's no other perks we really can buy on this map that are going to be worth it. Just go overkill. What happened to the dog? Did we accidentally kill it? No, we didn't. There it is. Oh, it will go down, though. That is for certain. You're doing great, buddy. 2 heads down. This nail gun is so strong. Look at that. Okay, we got a loot key. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think that the LTG is gonna be buildable. This is like a cursed round of zombies. I don't see that one in the window either. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna run down here real quick. Okay, this one's here. That's a start.
Nice enough guy.
Certainly a start.
Looks useful. Stow it and move on.
I could eat and shit you out for breakfast. Would you say 10 top? Oh yeah, jack shit.
Okay, let's go ahead and grab double plate. Round 16, it's about time we get it. And then I'm gonna hop on top of that bus again, see if we can't find that additional piece, but I'm nervous because I swear I did not see the one in the church, and unless they did an update to this game where they changed the locations of where those spawn, which is highly unlikely, but if they did, that would explain why we're not seeing it. There's the second piece.
Dr. Pelletier. My favorite egghead. Not just book smart, but street smart.
Come on, please. Oh my goodness. You're kidding me. It's gone, guys. I tried. I really did. Not there. Might have to let the couple rounds play out and come back to it, I guess. You guys know, though. I mean, how many times have we cycle, rinse, and repeat this Easter egg? Accidents happen. What else can we do? Well, if we can't do the remainder of the Easter egg, we might as well try for getting the kills that we need for every camo that we desire, and then we could go for a really timely exfil. That would make for a decent run. I think that's the way to go about it. Oh. The fact that I can run around like a pistol with this nail gun is something I really do like about the weapon. It feels like I'm not sacrificing mobility when I aim down sights with this weapon. And you know, even though I have stamina up, right? The aim walking movement speed still feels like you're doing that short step stamper. I think stamina up's helping with that, but I think the gun's doing it on its own. Man, can't even get the yell off. Sorry, dog. Sorry. Oh, I started playing a bit of StarCraft 2 as well lately, in the nights. You know what I like about StarCraft is it's almost like digital chess. It's a modern version of a classic game, and it's got, you know, all of its increased complexities to it that make it fun. But co-op is actually a really fun game mode to play in StarCraft, and it's nice when you're just looking to hang out, chill, have a nice afternoon, maybe make a cocktail. Do what you gotta do to get in your routine, your rhythm. There's Purple Tiger. We made it, so now that means we need to do Cryo Freeze and Pack-a-Punch kills. Very nice. But yeah, I've been playing co-op mode, and there's a champion named Phoenix, and Phoenix is awesome. He doesn't really start off as strong as some of the other characters. If you guys have ever played StarCraft 2 co-op, you'll know as you get higher in the leveling front, the more you know, kind of damage output your character is able to do, the more uptime is not needed or I should say the more uptime is there, you don't need a lot to get your build online and rocking and rolling. So, I just hit level 10 with Phoenix, and that's kind of like that special level where all of the structures that you want that are in your arsenal to build and create fighting units in a team, they're just there. Like, you can build any of them, and you don't need to progress through previous buildings and tech requirements in order to be able to make those buildings. You just get right into it, which is super cool. I'm a big fan. That's why we use the combat axe, by the way. So yeah, I finally played my first match at level 10, which took a long time to get there because I'm playing on normal, not brutal. But I like him. I think he's a very strong Protoss character, and normally, you know, if I'm playing any Terran level character, I really like to play Tychus because he's a hero-based champion, which is just more micro-focused instead of macro-focused. But at the same note, Loco TV, if you guys haven't seen, he's another really solid streamer who I watch whenever the pros like Clem and Cyril are playing against each other in a finals match for a tournament. I tune into Loco. I think he does a really good job, and he's very funny, and he's very good at the game. Most of the time when you watch channels, what is it that really brings you to the channel? For me, it's going to be watching somebody who's actually a pro at the game they're playing. Not somebody who just talks about it and does, you know, video content using somebody else's gameplay, but somebody who plays the game themselves and, you know, really is solid. And I think that was one thing for me also with coaching in high school, is that I had a very hard time listening to any coach that had no experience in the sport I was playing. Like, I don't care if it was, you know, a track coach. If my track coach, you know, is 60 years old, but back in that day, you can see his records. That man ran 4-minute miles. I'm going to listen to him. But if I have a track coach who's, like, not a runner or not in the field at all, and is telling me, you need to do this because it's good for you. Practice what you preach, homie. I'm not taking orders from you. So that's the thing, is it's like when I watch a channel with Loco and he's doing StarCraft, when he goes, this is where he should be at, oh, he's falling behind, I don't know why he did XYZ. Those are things I really study because he's seen it, he's played it, it's part of his routine. And he's seen a lot of pro gameplay. Not only played it, but watched it. And he does a really good job commentating, so that's got me coming back over and over and over again. I'm going to see if I can build the LTG device without that part. I just want to see. Because I'm wondering if it's super bugged and I sucked it up and it just doesn't have an outlet, portrait outline, or if it's not even an entity. It isn't. It doesn't even tell me that I can build it. It'd say, like, more parts required for LTG. Something odd is going on with that. That's okay, though. But it's got me curious. I'm gonna watch me troubleshoot, guys, because I want to flip and figure this thing out. We saved, we left, we came back the whole 9 yards, and it's still not here. I'm gonna hit every barricade. From there. Interesting. We have enough for gold as well. That happened pretty quickly. It is already round 21. So we're flying through the rounds quickly, but we're not progressing the Easter egg step like we normally would, so the rounds are going to go faster. It's just by default. Whoa, hang on, easy now. See, this is why I don't love cryo freeze, is because the kills you see, cryo freeze, zombie kill, 90, 90, 90, those could be 115s that aren't being counted towards the metric. I'll take that double points in a nuke. Absolutely. There we go. There we go. Alright. We got quite a capital wallet on us there. Take our triple pack. Oh, heck yes. Bright pink, looking crispy for us. And then let's go ahead and grab gold, and then save every ounce of crediting that we have afterwards for free perks. And free perks, I mean the Der Wonderfizz perks. My goodness, he got shredded. What do we have here? Chopper Gunner? Well, that's our guaranteed exfil. Maybe it was meant to be. We haven't played a match of zombies in probably a good solid 2 or 3 months without exfilling. Like, normally it's beat the Easter egg, is what I'm trying to say. And, I think that could be fun. I could use an exfil. Another reference to exfilling is Kerrigan when she's trapped. Hey boys, how about that evac? Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here. Wow, 22 and we already got over the 10 grand. We need 4 triple plate. I might as well just go ahead and buy it because we're going to have 3 more rounds ahead of us worth of pointage that we can use to get the remaining perks that we desire. Not going to grab Mealy Macchiato this time though. It was not worth it. In the last episode it didn't. 10 back on a kill. I guess it makes sense, right? Because when we were using the LMGs have 1,000 rounds in the belt-fed magazine, and when I got a melee kill, it gave me 100, right? So I needed 10 kills and I was full. But that's 10 kills for 1,000 rounds. This is 10 kills for 100 rounds. So yeah, we won't even mess around with that. Plus the amount of ammo that you get back on pickup, and we don't even have Vulture Aid on. Hilltop stairs. Not bad. I'll go for it. I know it's a dog round. But, oh, Mangler Cannon. That's an odd one. I thought it was going to be... Normally, it's the PhD one on here. But we need to drop some of these vermin before we can get that Mangler kill. Gather round, folks. Gather round. Come one, come all. Oh, we have another Mangler Cannon on the ground, too. We can pick that up. Look at that. 15, just like that. I should have probably waited just a second more so that way I could get a couple more stacked up. Actually, you know what? We're fine. 5 more we can do. There we go. What do we get? Took our brother out. Oh, death perception. That's actually useful. All right.
Your performance has certainly given me a great deal to think about. Thinking concluded.
Thinking concluded. Could open the vault, but I don't really get too much from it. Why not? I needed that. He had to go early. We're going to farm this up. Once I get the 300 kills across both, for the Pack-a-Punch kills and the Cryo-Freeze kills, which should happen in tandem, you know. We're accomplishing both at the same time here. I'm going to switch back over to Deadwire. Because, well, no, I guess we could switch over to Lightmend. And then I'm going to quickly race to get that Mystic Gold. And then we'll hit the exfil. There they go! Oh my gosh, that's both of them right there, just like that. Ah, that's crazy. We were just talking about it and all of a sudden it happened. It's remarkable. Can't make this up. Nice. Yeah, the nail gun's so flippin' strong, man. So good. Okay, round 25. Please. Can a man get double tap? Let's do it. We have enough for a couple perks, actually. I'm going to grab double tap, and I'm going to grab Vulture Aid. So that's just going to leave Ellie out of the way. And then I'm going to switch over from Cryo Freeze, because we don't need that anymore. We're going to grab Lightmend. So now the only other 2 that we need is going to be Elemental Pop and PhD Flopper. But I'm going to take my time to get to those. A Mutant Ejector isn't bad for an exfil. I actually prefer it over the Chopper Gunner, and I'll tell you why, especially on this map. Oh, and that's a double points too? My goodness. when you're going for exfil, that was a loot key, not the mutant injector, crap. When you're going for an exfil on this map, that helicopter will show up on top of the building as you're using a chopper gunner, and you can't actually shoot through his blades on his chopper, so you're missing out on a ton of opportunity there. But then also, when you're using a chopper gunner, they leave your body, right? So like your body on the ground is no longer of value to anything because you're in an immune state, right? Well, those zombies can run off in literally every single direction on this map except for the one you want them to go in. And as a result of that, you kind of lose your ability to kill the zombie. Sometimes it could, if the timer's not working out in your interest and the spawns aren't doing what you need them to do, you might as well say, hey, this is a lost run, because you're not going to get out of the chopper gunner and have him run back to you fast enough to get the exfil kill. It's happened to me once before. So learn from my mistakes. Use a mutant injector. It is the best way to exfil. They all come towards you with a mutant injector, so that's fantastic. But not only that, you're immune, you know, so it's like a guaranteed out card. I still like to try to get out using the gun that I came in with, but you know, if you're struggling or the gun you have isn't quite where you want it to be, because you might on the higher rounds, I'm saying like anything beyond even 40s, you got to get 45 kills in 50 seconds or a minute, you know, so you better be hauling. And I just think a lot of the times the chopper gunner prevents you from doing that. So that's all I got on that. Got a new level here, level 22 on the nail gun. We should be getting pretty close to our kills that we need to get in order for Mystic Gold, so that's fantastic. Only a handful more, I assume. There's a golden loot key down there, so I'm going to grab that. That is awesome. There's not too many guns in this game where I can confidently run into a CQB environment and feel completely confident. Not only the magazine size on this thing, but just the fire rate. It's so crazy. So crazy. Round 27 here. I bet you we'll be able to get it this round. I bet you. Then we can hang out to round 30. See how this thing performs when we're not trying to subject ourselves to tight environments. We'll grab Ellie and PhD, so that way I have my mobility and my Lightmen procs happening that much more quickly. Man, chopper gunner, they really are trying to force me down a certain route. Oh yeah, but we'll farm them up here a little bit on this rooftop. I think the rooftop's a really great area. There's Mystic Gold. All right, we did it. Man, talk about a fun Mystic Gold camo grind. The nail gun was one of those ones where you don't stress at all. If you want a relaxing camo grind and you're like, you know what, I'm tired of using crap weapons and zombies, I just want something that's going to let me win. You got it right here. I did not expect this to be this easy, but don't worry, the next few camo grinds are going to be pretty ruthless. We're going to be doing snipers. Ammo, not bad. I think I just powered through his crit spots. Of course we did. I tell you what, nail gun is going to be one of those guns where if I'm rocking a primary on a map and I happen to open a mystery box and I see the nail gun, I'm going to pick it up over a ray gun. Now, if it's a ray gun Mark II, it depends if I'm playing on Shattered Veil or not, but I feel like the special weapons in this game, and that's including the dissector, the nail gun. The siren feels more like an SMG, so I'm not going to include that one. But the special weapons in this game really do feel like wonder weapons, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Makes it so that when you're flipping the box, if something happens, you're just like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'll take that. We'll hang out around the front here and do some training because this is where we are going to get the exfil option anyways. And yeah, once it pops up here on round 31, we'll take it. We've accomplished everything that we want to do with this gun. And now we can go into story time. So my wife and I were trying to watch, while she's in Milwaukee, we were trying to watch Harry Potter, and what ended up happening was I turned it on, and there's something about Harry Potter that just puts me at peace, and I think it's awesome, because then I'll fall asleep, and it's super easy to fall asleep. I don't know what you guys like to do in order to fall asleep, but I like watching, you know, sometimes children's cartoons that I used to watch growing up, and just a kid at heart, man. I'm a kid at heart. But we finally turned it back on and made it through the second half of it before I fell asleep. And there is that scene where Harry drinks the Felix Felicis, and I'm like, isn't that scene reminiscent of everybody's first time? I just think it's such an amazing scene. And his reaction, just this extreme euphoria of, hey, this is really bad, you need to do this. Okay, great, that's a good idea, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. I just feel like this is the right thing to do. Remember, I'm going to go down to Hagrid's. Wait, you're not supposed to go to Hagrid's. But I just feel like it's the place to be. You know what I mean? His reaction right there is priceless. And I think it's another reason why I think that movie's my favorite. There's another scene in there too that's like one of my all-time favorite scenes. And gosh, there's two more. There's so many good scenes in that movie. All right, let me start with the first one. The scene where Harry and Ron walk into Slughorn's class to go brew Felix Felicis. They said there's extra books in the closet. Grab them. This is when Harry gets his book written by the Half-Blood Prince, right? Well, one of the books is they're college textbooks. One of them is beat to hell, and then the other one looks brand new. And the scene where they both just kind of look at each other and then dive for the good book, it's so good. I had an organic chemistry class, and the same exact thing happened to me. I was trying so hard to get the good organic textbook because all the rest of them were ancient and like the binding was peeling off of them and all that jazz. I'm like, oh crap, you know what, whatever. But sometimes when you do grab those older books, right, people write stuff in them, and you know, not all of it is like what it should be, but I gotta be honest with you, that's the humor I need in life to get through all the BS of life. So when people put in like jokes and crap in the book, or they draw mustaches on people, we've all been there. We're like, yeah, that's funny as hell, man. I love that. Good laugh when you're studying. But then the other scene that I wanted to tell you guys that I love so much is with Luna Lovegood. She is a character. Probably my favorite character in all of Harry Potter. I mean, it's either that or Snape. Those are the two, without a doubt, greatest characters in all of Harry Potter. And there's that scene where she's like, I can fix your nose. And he goes, well, have you done it before? And she goes, well, I fixed a few toes, but how different are they really? And it's such an honest answer. And then to follow it up, she fixes his nose, right? And that scene where he yells, he's in excruciating pain because he had to re-break his nose to get it back into place. Or I should say Luna had to re-break his nose. It's put back together, and he goes, how do I look? And she says, exceptionally ordinary. That is brilliant. Good writing. Very good writing.
Pick up windows open.
Alright, folks, that's going to do it for us for today's episode. Let's exfil out of here, go take a look at the augments, see what we're running, put on the camo, and progress to the next weapon. I am thinking it's going to be a sniper rifle. It has to be, right? Just which sniper rifle is it going to be? There's so many good options.
Roger that. Third headed your way.
I'm going to use the pistol. I'm not going to use the mutant injector. I want to try to give this a go. And this gun is more than capable of getting us out of here. It's just too strong. I'm stuck. There we go. Nice. Very nice.
30 seconds, Alpha.
Look at that. I love the nail gun.
We're out of here.
I don't just like the nail
I
gun,
want to eat it.
I'm a fan. Coming from the Cali sticks, which I had a bad round, alright? Don't get me wrong. We all have those days. But even on a good round, I got to, 37. We did alright. The nail gun's a different story. The nail gun puts me back to PPSH times. There's nothing we can't do. It's funny, it says 26-minute video. If only that was the case, but when you save and exit on a round and then come back into it, it resets your timer. That's okay. Hopefully next time we try to do the Easter egg on Terminus, it goes through without a hitch. Oh snap, there's some guns here that we're unlocking in the progression tree. Alright, so here we go. As promised, let's go through the gun. Camos. Purple Tiger. Chasm. Do a little rotato chip on this guy. Oh. Gets blurry when you zoom that far in. I like this skin, I really do. I think it could be cool on some other guns. I like how clean the line work is, the color choices, the purple, the blue, the yellow. It's solid. Not my favorite, but it's solid. Then we got Fang Flash. Interesting name. Decent camo. Not something I'm rocking. It's a little too monotone, a little too neutral colored, kind of darker. But then here we go. Mystic Gold. What it's all about. Look at that thing. Oh my goodness. They just do it right. They turn the things that need to be accent pieces black, and they make the right accent pieces there. You know what I'm saying? Like the little nib on the air connection line, the magazine, all of the workings, spring section, and of course the plastic cover on the back, or sometimes metal if you buy a better one. This thing looks really good. Really good. Alright, let's go ahead and rock through all of the augments for you guys so you can see my setup and mirror it should you want to do it yourself. So for stamina, stalker quarterback, able to use equipment on the run and aim down sight, move just that much faster. Quick revive, I'm using Dying Wish, so that way if I do go down, I keep all my perks. Duggernog, I use probiotic hardened plates for the most hits to down in zombies. Makes you an absolute tank. Melee Macchiato, I use Vampiric Extraction Hidden Impact, so that way if I do use Melee Macchiato with a melee build, or a range build, I'm able to get health and ammo on return. It goes really well when you pack a punch of melee weapons. I will say that. For Speed Cola, I use Classic Formula Quick Swap. Fastest hands in the West. You reload fast. You put on armor plates fast. You switch weapons fast. It's an all-around amazing setup. Vulture Parting Gift Carry-On Luggage. You get bonus ammo on wonder weapons and carry-on luggage. Critical kills have a chance to drop extra salvage. Works in tandem with suppressor. Works without suppressor. It is amazing for getting your build online, rocking and rolling quickly. Depth Perception, Critical Eye, Bird's Eye View. I like having the chance for body shots to become headshots, and I like my mini-map refreshing that much faster. PhD Flopper, PhD Slider, and Turbologist. I like the bonus movement speed that comes out of this. It's really helpful for sliding around the map. Deadshot Daiquiri, Dead First, Dead Break, Hit Like a Truck, Damage Armor, Double Tap, Double Impact, Double Time, double the rate of fire, and you have a chance for your shots to do almost double impact. Times 1.5. It's very strong on DPS. And then for Elemental Pop, Electric Cherry, Chillberry, ammo mods come back that much faster. Electric Cherry, when you reload, it creates a concussive blast around you. It stuns everybody. It's wonderful. As for the perk, for the ammo mods that I like to run, I should say the augments I like to run on Deadwire for ammo mods is going to be Lightning Strike and Haste. Lightning Strike can take out all vermin in one shot, all parasite in one shot. You get a ton of additional money for that shot. If it electrocutes everybody, you get a payout. It's fantastic. As for Cryo Freeze, just because we had to use it for the camo progression step in here, I will go over. It is frozen stiff liquid nitrogen. Makes everybody that you shoot freeze and stop moving, which then help prioritize you getting your headshots. But at the same note, you lose money on kill. It goes from 115 down to 90, so be very careful. I wouldn't run it too much. You're missing out on a lot of extra capital there. So if you want to play it safe, progress the skins, and get the crit headshots without hurting yourself, go grab Lightmend, Dual Action Express Remedy. It only helps your game. It's only an improvement on your gun. Healing is great. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed the camo grind. for the nail gun. It is an exceptional weapon. I recommend it to anybody, and stick around for the next one because we are going to probably be pursuing sniper rifles. Have a great day, folks. Peace.